Welcome back to my movie review series. Today, I'll be doing the review on the 2001 Disney and Pixar movie, and this one is Monsters Incorporated. This movie was premiered on November 2nd, 2001. The movie was done by the same writers who wrote Toy Story. The movie is airing on ABC, Disney Channel, Disney XD, Freeform, originally streamed on Disney Life, and streaming on Disney+, Hulu, Apple TV, and Amazon Prime Video. Now, basically, what is the plot of this film? In a world inhabited by monsters, the city of Monstropolis is powered by energy from the screams of human children. At the Monsters, Incorporated factory, skilled monsters employed as scarers venture into the human world to scare children and harvest their screams through doors that activate portals to children's bedroom closets. The field is considered dangerous, as human children are believed to be toxic. Energy production is falling because children are becoming less easily scared, and the company's CEO, Henry J. Waternoose III, is determined to find a solution to the problem. James P. Sully Sullivan and his best friend, Michael Mike Wazowski, are the organization's top employees, but their chief rival, Randall Boggs, is close behind. One evening after work, Sully discovers that someone has left an active door on the scare floor. As he inspects the door, a small girl enters the factory. After several failed attempts by Sully to put her back, Randall sends the door back into the factory's door storage vault, and Sully takes the girl out of the factory in a duffel bag. He inadvertently interrupts Mike's date with his receptionist girlfriend, Celia May, at a Japanese sushi restaurant, and chaos erupts when the girl gets loose. Sully and Mike manage to escape with the girl before the Child Detection Agency, CDA, arrives and quarantines the restaurant. They soon discover that the girl is not toxic, and that her laughter generates an immense amount of power. Sully grows attached to her and calls her Boo, while Mike is anxious to be rid of her. The duo smuggle Boo back into the factory disguised as a baby monster and attempt to send her home, but Randall, who had been waiting in ambush for Boo, mistakenly kidnaps Mike. He straps Mike to the scream extractor, a large machine capable of forcefully extracting screams from kidnapped human children, thus solving the monster world's energy crisis. Before Randall can test the machine on Mike, Sully saves Mike, and the pair report to Waternoose about Randall's plan. However, Waternoose reveals that he and Randall working together and exiles Mike and Sully to the Himalayas while keeping Boo with him. The two are taken in by the abominable snowman, who tells them about a nearby village, which Sully realizes he can use to return to the factory. Sully prepares to return, but Mike refuses to go with him, blaming Sully's stubbornness for their situation. Sully returns to the factory and rescues Boo from the scream extractor. Mike later returns, and now it's up to the duo to stop Randall and Waternoose's plan, and bring Boo home. The story is very well written and greatly paced, manages to be very heartwarming and comedic, but also pretty suspenseful and adventurous, and while the premise of monsters scaring people as a job wasn't anything new, the way this film handles the concept is pretty creative and unique, and we do get good insight about how the monster world operates. Despite being a film about scary monsters, the movie is actually very heartwarming, as demonstrated with the evolving relationship between Sully and Boo, as he and Mike start off being scared of her due to the lie that kids are toxic to monsters, but as they learn that's not the case and as they spend more time together, the two form a very strong bond. And without giving anything away, the ending is a tear-jerking moment. There's also a good amount of comedy that's handled very well, and this leads to some pretty funny moments like the visual gags, the banter between Mike and Sully, the slapstick, Roz's deadpan nature, Boo's introduction and Sully being scared of her, Sully and Boo playing around, and the Yeti's lemon snow cones. The film also has a good amount of suspenseful, intense and action-packed moments like the ruckus at Harryhausen's, the trash compactor scene, Randall trying to demonstrate his scream extractor on Mike and later Boo, Sully sledding down the mountain, Mike, Sully, and Boo evading Randall through all of the doors, and the final confrontation between Sully and Waternoose. The animation is very well crafted and highly appealing. The characters and various monsters all have awesome designs and fluid movements. The backdrops and settings are all very well detailed and crafted, and there are some amazing effects like the lighting, Randall's camouflage, and Sully's fur. The characters are all very likable, funny, have solid chemistry, and are well developed. Sully is incredibly likable, and is a great protagonist as he's very tough and manages to be an amazing scarer, but he does also harbor a soft and gentle side. He's also incredibly loyal to his friends like Mike and especially Boo, and would do anything for them. Mike is also pretty likable as he's more cynical and wisecracking, and also tends to be more concerned and short-tempered, but he is a good friend to Sully, and does want to help him. And as much as he wants nothing to do with Boo, he does start warming up to her as the film progresses. Boo is a pretty adorable character as she's wide-eyed and curious, and does tend to get herself in trouble. And while she can get annoying a few times, she is only a toddler, and toddlers do tend to be annoying at times. Waternoose starts off as a pretty friendly and easygoing boss who's concerned about the future of his company, but when he's revealed to be a villain, he becomes very intimidating and ruthless, and his motives are out of desperation to keep his company afloat. And as for the use of the surprise villain cliché, this is one of the better examples. Randall is also a pretty neat villain as he's sneaky and conniving, can be just as ruthless as Waternoose, and his stealthiness makes him a very dangerous threat as he can literally blend in anywhere. The other characters are alright and most of them are also pretty likable like Mike's girlfriend Celia, the deadpan Roz, Randall's yes-man Fungus, and the upbeat and friendly Yeti. But there are a few minor characters that do have a funny moment, but really don't serve any purpose like the butt monkey George, and the nerdy Needleman and Smitty. The voice acting is very good and this leads to several great performances like John Goodman as Sully, Billy Crystal as Mike, Steve Buscemi as Randall, James Coburn as Waternoose, Jennifer Tilly as Celia, John Ratzenberger as the Yeti, and the very young Mary Gibbs as Boo. Randy Newman delivers his 4th Pixar score in a row, and it's just as well done, light-hearted, heartwarming, and uplifting as his scores for Toy Story 1 and 2, and A Bug's Life. And his song for this film, If I Didn't Have You, is very well written, catchy, and well sung. Speaking about its sequel, in 2013, this movie has a sequel to Monsters Incorporated. It's called Monsters University, which came out on my birthday in 2013, which I'll do the review on it soon. So, what is my verdict on this Disney and Pixar film? I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. While not on par with something like the Toy Story films, this is still a wonderfully made and heartwarming Disney and Pixar movie that's also a lot of fun. And that concludes today's episode of my movie review series. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, and let me know in the comments below in which movie I'm going to do next. Enjoy your day.